good people? Travail, C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, Mr. iAMthepossible, and welcome to another episode of Self-Worth Secrets. I am super duper excited this week, and if you're wondering why do I have a stack, if you can't see it, a stack of superhero movies, ones that my family and I have enjoyed for years, and ones that we continue to go to the local theater and watch year in and year out. It's because this is our topic for today, right? Have you ever considered yourself to be a superhero? Now, in our culture, what is a superhero? For example, I got my man Wolverine right here. One of his superpowers, while I don't really recall the exact terminology, I do recall that like he's got this metal frame, right? And when he gets real mad, he can throw that fist up and those big old iron claws come out, right? That's an ability that my man Wolverine has. Check out another one, man. Spider-Man, one of my favorites. Yes, Spidey can spin that web. Spidey can fling from building to building, right? He got his Spidey senses jumping off, right? That's his ability, right? To do something that's uncommon, something that's spectacular that nobody else can do. Nobody else can do what Spidey can do. Classic. Oh, I got the classic Batman and Robin. Now, many people say this was like the worst one, but you get my point, right? Batman can do what Batman can do. Robin can do what Robin can do. And the list goes on and on. So here's my point. Let's get right to it. I want to offer you this idea. I want to offer you the idea that you, yes you, I'm looking at you. You are a superhero. A superhero. Why? Because just like my man Spidey, just like my man Wolverine, what distinguishes these gentlemen from everybody else is simply their ability to do something on a spectacular level. Listen, I'm telling you, you can do something that nobody else can do. You have a Spidey sense. You have a claw within you that no one else has. You can do something that I can't do, and nobody around you can do. Nobody can rock it like you. Nobody can do it like you. You have an ability. Now, I don't know what your ability is, but you have to ask yourself, what is it that you can do that no one's ever taught you? What is it that you can do that you've never gone to school for? What is it that you can do naturally, organically, and no one has ever taught you? No one has ever educated you. No one has ever even encouraged you to do. You just do it because you do it. Maybe it's you can cook like bomb food, right? You got that chef thing down. You got that cooking thing down. Maybe it's mechanics. Maybe you can work on cars, right? And maybe you've never gone to school for that. Maybe it's like myself. Maybe it's teaching and educating and sharing and speaking. Listen, I've been pastoring for 18 years, speaking for 18 years, teaching and educating for 18 years. Guess what? I've never taken one speech class. I've never taken one teaching class. I've never taken one class where they've taught me how to do what I do. Now, I've taken courses that help me to improve from a business standpoint, but my ability, my gift of gab, my ability to share, to communicate, to translate ideas and images from me to you, that's God-given. And I promise you, if you study yourself, if you look within yourself, if you self-assess, if you begin this deep dive within, you will discover that you have something, a talent, a gift, an anointing, a blessing, a gift inside of you that God has given you that you now can give to the world. I want to ensure you, I want to promise you, I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you to look at yourself like these cats, man. You are a superhero. There are things that you can do that no one else can do, and that's what God has given you. Now, the thing about superheroes is that when they acknowledge their gift, when they acknowledge their ability to do something that no one else can do, what makes them super? They activate it. They utilize it. Where? To the betterment of their society. I don't care what movie I got stacked up here. Every superhero used their God-given, their ability, their talent, their ability that no one else can do. They used it to the betterment of our society. They saved people from the bad guys, right? They came to the rescue of society. Some of these movies, they actually saved the world because they were able to do something that nobody else could do. The fate of the world were in their hands, and they showed up. They rushed in for the rescue. They rushed in the nick of time, and they saved the world. They saved somebody from harm or danger. And I want to offer to you the idea about yourself, that you have something that you can offer to the world, that you can rush in the nick of time, and you can save our society. Our society has problems. Our society has issues. Our society has things that are going on within it that are harming people, hurting people, destroying lives. And I promise you, if you look inside of yourself, if you do that self-study, if you do that self-assessment, there is something that God has given you, a superpower. God has given you, yes, you, a superpower that you have within, that if you begin to cultivate and you begin to acknowledge it and you begin to appreciate it and you begin to imagine, how can I use what I've been given, what I have, that gift, that talent, that treasure within me, if you begin to imagine and think and contemplate and consider how you can be used in our society to bless someone, to help someone, to assist someone, to further a cause, to do something extraordinary in this world. I promise you, you will be inspired. I promise you, you will come up with something that is so phenomenal, so spectacular, so super duper awesome, that you can begin to not only change your life, but begin to change the lives of those around you. Listen, don't let these cats in these movies be the only heroes. Come on, y'all. Don't let these cats, these make-believe characters, don't let them be the only heroes that we have in our society. Listen, there are only so many movies that we can go to. There are only so many movies that we can go to. But you are in the lives of those around you every single day. And they need for you to show up in a real way. They need for you to show up in their lives on a daily basis. They need for you to show up in their lives in a real and tangible way. In Hollywood, people die and they get right back up. Listen, in this world, people are dying and people are suffering and people are starving and people are at their wits' end. And listen, possibly, maybe you're the solution. Like I always tell you guys, you're the solution to a problem. You're the answer to a question. You are it. You're the superhero. Listen, I want to start wrapping it up. I just want to encourage you guys in that this week. I am so excited about what you are. I want you to get equally as excited about what you are. You are a superhero. You have a superpower. And once you acknowledge it, once you discover it, once you begin to appreciate it, and you begin to activate it, remember, they activated it, and that's what saved the world. That's what saved people's lives. That's what contributed to the betterment of our society. You, number one, accepting it, appreciating it, but then you have to go the extra mile and you have to begin to activate it, put it to use. So that's the encouragement. That's it. That's the idea. That's it. That's the thing that I wanted to get to you guys today. So listen, as always, man, I pray that you guys got something from this week. I pray that you guys can begin to implement and move out and put these things to practice in your own lives. These are things that I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm always preaching, teaching, and sharing out of my life. So this is not hearsay. This is not theory. This is something that I believe and something that I'm doing in my very own life. And that's what has me in front of you right now, sharing my life and sharing the things that God has given to me, so that you can also do the same in your life. I pray that you guys are encouraged. I pray that you guys are inspired. I pray that you guys are one step further to discovering what you are. And remember, what you are is what you're worth. Discover your what, discover your worth. This is Travell C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, Mr. I Am the Possible, Brothers of Legacy, all that good stuff, man, and a whole bunch more, because we all are superheroes in our own rights. Don't let these cats be the only ones that get it in. You guys get it in too, all right? This is your time. This is your year. This is your season. This is your week. This is your day. This is your minute. This is your second. Let's go get it. Peace.